Hello, my name is Luke Kralik, and I'm the Organizational Coordinator for the CSLP. And today I'm going to be talking about something very important, and that is how the CSLP can help you make friends at school. Now, this video is not about how to become like the most popular person at school so that you always have a bunch of people to sit with at lunch. This video is about how to kind of make connections, how using CSLP materials and partnership agreements can help you make more ties with your local school district. I think we can all agree that libraries and schools are natural partners, and when they work together, great things can happen. Different regions and different states and different locales have different relationships between their public libraries and their local school districts, but I think we can all agree that it makes just a really good partnership. There's a lot of places where we can help them, and a lot of places where they can help us. But I think the question is kind of like, how do we get started? Um, how do you kind of start that? What's that kind of icebreaker or conversation starter to kind of get you in the classroom, get you talking with school administrators? How do you get that started? So I made this slide, and it's not the best slide. But the other day I was kind of sitting on my porch, and I was just kind of thinking to myself, how many legs does a spider really need in order to catch flies? Like one was clearly not enough, and clearly the optimal number is 8, and like 21 is way too many. But I think that's kind of the approach you need to take when you're dealing with school districts. Like you might not get it in one. It might take kind of 2 activities, but I just encourage you to kind of try different things and just kind of keep going. So this video isn't going to be like the magic bullet for everything, but I think it's a good start, and it can help maybe inspire you to think of other ways you can help work with your local schools. Use. And I know a lot of people, the kind of perception is the rules of use are to kind of prevent you from doing things. That is kind of true in some ways. The rules of use definitely kind of govern how you can use CSLP materials, but they can also be used to help promote how you can leverage CSLP materials to kind of accomplish your goals. So in the rules of use, we have a facts at the end, and this is just the question here. I'm a school librarian. I want to use the CSLP program manuals at my school and order items from the CSLP website. How do I gain access? And as the organizational coordinator, I do get questions from teachers about how, like they saw a poster in their library, they saw an activity, they saw our artwork on the website, and they want to use that in their classroom. And the thing that I tell them every time is they need to partner with their local library. As you know, CSLP is made up of public librarians. We are an organization that serves public libraries. In order for the schools to have access, they need to partner with their library. That is an excellent starting point. That is a great way to start a conversation with a school. Now, maybe your school didn't run across our materials and they're not seeking them out on their own, but you can use our materials to help build that relationship. Um, we do ask that you kind of create a partnership between you and the schools. That's the only way we can allow them to use our materials. But we do, that can be just simply you walking in with one of the manuals, showing it to maybe a teacher, maybe an administrator, and kind of getting that discussion going. You do need to use the materials to kind of promote and support your library programs, but I think anything that is connecting you to schools, which are full of children, is a natural way to promote your programming. Um, what you use is a partnership agreement, and that can be kind of an informal agreement just between you guys. But sometimes, particularly if you're trying to impress school principals, it can be helpful to have like a kind of an official looking document, and CSLP does provide those. That can be a great way. A lot of times when you're working with teachers or individuals, you can kind of create those kind of formal partnerships, but sometimes it can speak loudly to their administration if you have kind of a formal partnership agreement. Also, if the teacher changes or something like that, you have those pieces in place so that next year you can keep kind of building on the momentum that you started with. I'll provide links to all these materials in the comments of this video, but we do have these materials, and they can help you kind of formally cement what you're trying to accomplish with the school or school district. So just some ideas, again, like, please send me any ideas or things that you've had. I would love to share those with others, but just kind of just some real quick ideas that could help you kind of develop that relationship with the school district. Maybe just use the CSLP artwork on a shared literacy flyer. Making children more familiar with the theme and the artwork and the slogan for that particular year is going to make them more comfortable when they show up to the public library. So even just something as simple as putting some of our theming on a handout that you use at the school. um, Maybe you could use some of the worksheets in the classroom. That could be a real good way you could work with a teacher just to have a little activity. Maybe you do a book card drive, something like that. It could be a real easy way to kind of get your foot in the door and have something to work with. Maybe use some artwork on some coupons that can be redeemed for prizes during your summer reading program. I know that you guys will have a lot more better ideas than what I can come up with, but just kind of use your imagination and leverage these resources that you have. As always, if you have any questions about this or any other CSLP matters, please give myself or Karen Day a telephone call or shoot us an email. Our contact information can be found on the website, and we'd love to hear from you guys. We're here to support you. We want to kind of make, summer learning, summer reading, children's librarian. We want you guys to have the support that you need to do the great work that you do. Thank you.